Hi, this is Jessica Haygate. I'm the technology editor of Campaign US and I'm here at CES 2024. Stay tuned to see what has inspired advertising executives, what may have surprised them, and the trends that can be drawn from what we've seen.
I'm Dani Mariano and I'm the president of Razorfish.
Freddy Dabaghi, managing director at Crispin Bogusky.
I've spent most of my time in the XR, VR, and TV side of the show floor, and what's been really fun is to see how things are really progressing from concepts into products that you can imagine using at price points that are actually reasonable, from glasses for VR and XR applications that you can get on Amazon for price points that I feel like I could actually purchase. So all sorts of advanced gaming, from being able to put on flak jackets and gloves so you can actually feel the game while you're playing it, all the way to robots that are now roaming around our house and becoming our virtual assistants. The use cases now are so clear and so helpful in terms of how you can incorporate that into your life.
I think the amount of screens has been fascinating. I think everything from those transparent screens from an LG or a Samsung perspective, but even like smaller, wearable, the updated glasses. It's bringing wearables, it's bringing a lot of technology to a lot more of a approachable space. I think we look back at the days of Google Glass and Snapchat spectacles, and those were almost way too early for their time. And I think it's really cool to see now things that are actually real use cases that are coming out later this year that I think will get a lot more traction than things in the past. It feels like when you walk around, you're like, oh, I can start seeing these things in store, in retail environments in the near future, and I think it's really going to transform the way we all kind of operate.
The trends that we continue to see, and I think they're getting more sophisticated in the answers as well as in the storytelling, is around sustainability. It's moving from that's important to now commitments to now how we're telling those stories through the manufacturing process. It's beyond just you can recycle your cardboard box now, but into those manufacturing stories. I think that will continue to be a very important topic for all of the manufacturers. AI will obviously continue to be a storyline and where companies are investing to make their products smarter. And then I think how the products continue to relate to each other and can now start to talk to each other is also an interesting trend that, we've heard a lot about connected homes for years here at the show, but now we're seeing that application and those become real world use cases that are beyond the light switches and the thermostat, which bring value, I think, to consumers. And then finally, just around data privacy. I do think that companies will continue to think about how they're collecting data on consumers and how important, and we know from our research that data privacy is very important to consumers, that they're actively thinking about that. And so I think companies will continue to invest in thinking about how they invest in data privacy, how they communicate that around building trust through transparency.
The kind of utility behind AI, and especially a lot of the data that is being collected from a lot of the technology. I think we're living in a world where cookies are gone, we're dealing with first-party data issues, there's a lot of privacy concerns, especially when it comes to media, and I think it's cool to see these platforms. They're still so personalized. There's so much first-party data about how you're sleeping, where you're going, what you're doing, and I think it'll be interesting to see if consumers see more of the utility behind providing that data to brands or to manufacturers. I think SK's appearance is definitely pretty amazing. It's massive. They built basically a whole world back there, and the lines are pretty crazy.
One of the things that I think I was very pleasantly surprised about was the Bali product from Samsung. So it's something that they prototyped years ago, but now it has like real world applications. In 2020 we were all thinking it's cute, but what are we going to do with it? But now it's basically a robot assistant for your house, and it's absolutely adorable and can do everything from checking on the dog to feeding the dog to putting up your show or your workout on the wall to answering the phone for you. The other thing that I've seen that wasn't a surprise but definitely was something that was fun, and I thought, oh, for once it's for me, are the headsets. So now that we're getting into glasses and we can turn them and plug them into our phone and be able to work from our phone or watch media from our phone in a lightweight fashion that can work with, I'm wearing glasses, that can work with my glasses, was a breakthrough for me personally of like, oh, now I can actually see myself participating in this beyond a gaming moment or an immersive moment where I want to shut off from the world. This allowed me to still be in the world, but have that experience connected to my device.